Yeah, dude! Now we're cooking with gas, Michael Jackson over here! It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network, and Mr. Italia's back. We've been waiting for the Italy recap. This is John's second trip to Italy in like 3 weeks. Third trip to Italy in like a month.
Third trip to Italy in the last year.
That's crazy.
Like 365 days.
This dude is a European jet setter now. From
it actually is like, honestly, it's in the last 10 months, I'd say I've been to Italy, like Europe, like 8 times.
Yeah, man, you are as cultured as they come.
I think like because Bert, I did Amsterdam twice, did Italy 3 times,
the soccer
Ireland.
Trip.
No, that one was longer.
That was a long time ago.
Maybe it's 7. I forget. Whatever it is, it's a lot. I've been traveling
going back next.
I'm going back like 2 weeks.
To Paris. I mean, what the fuck is going on?
People keep inviting me. It's a wedding. Like, it's not.
Okay, those whatever. What this last thing was not. Oh, I got invited to a wedding. John is a professional model. He's a male model. Let's just call it what it is. John's a male model.
Well, if I'm a male model, then Paz is a male model.
Then Paz is a male model too.
You're a professional model. I'm in the minor leagues still. I
think you guys have a clothing. Are they clothing or just shoes?
Apparel coming soon. Perhaps.
Okay,
I think I don't know.
A fashion brand is using you to model their clothes and take pictures. You're both male models.
It
was
like
more than once, because I will say, there are some times where it's just like. You see like Bryan Cranston wearing something for Kith, and it's whatever, you're not a male model. This is like
I think this is more of a Cranston thing.
I don't think so. I think if it stopped right now, I would agree.
Well, I don't think that's not. First of all, to be a model, you have to be hired. That's starters.
Well, listen. We know you're not going to get money for this. We know you will never see a dime for your work. But, are you not a professional blogger? You don't get any money for this.
It was like 2 or 3 weeks before. This is a week ago now, 10 days ago now. I get a text. Me and Paz went to Italy with Del Toro. And then they texted, like probably 2 weeks before, and we were like, I don't even remember what happened. I think the model dropped out or something like that, and they're like, "Do you want to do it?"
Wally Pipp. And
I said, "Sure, I got nothing going on," and so we went, and it was fun.
You have not even seen the pictures yet.
I have intentionally avoided the pictures.
And Paz, you have seen them?
I've seen them.
Okay, I have been told. Like, John has been bursting at the seams to show these pictures. And I was like, we got to wait for it. So I have been told that these pictures are, I guess, just absurd. I mean, I don't know whether, like, I can't even read you. Like, are they bad? Are they funny bad, funny good? Are they just good? Is it just ridiculous?
I think we're going to have a mix of everything.
Okay.
I mean, I have a few pictures of Pabs that I think are unbelievable.
Yeah. Well,
that I just took myself on my phone.
I was going to say, forget about the professional modeling pictures. The cell phone pictures coming through of Pabs with like a cigarette, talking with his hands, looking like a fucking guinea in the motherland.
Oh, you don't even know that half of it. You don't even know half of it.
I don't. Let's go.
So, hang on. Before we do that, Jackie did ask for presents.
I did.
And see, I mean, we just keep getting showered with gifts because he's a European jet setter.
I know Jackie complained last time that Paz went to Italy, so now it's the second time. So we figured we'll get you can cook yourself an Italian dinner. Here's some pasta.
That's not good shit.
Here's some meat.
No, you know she loves the meat. You know she loves the meat.
Here's some dessert.
This is so cute.
Here's some limoncello. I'm not going to throw that. That's glass. And after dinner cigarette.
No. Yeah, you know he was coming back with cases of cigarettes.
How about this one? So it's on Jackie's. Jackie, can you tell me that again real quick?
Yeah.
The cigarettes. all.
You know she doesn't know how to throw that. I was going to say,
Was that
she tomahawked it.
I
Over here, Charlie. Do not ever, if you ever run into Jackie Nichols, do not ask her to throw you anything.
was
She will
insane
throw
on my
up.
part.
You just tomahawked it at
that
you.
was an axe throwing. But all of these on these European cigarettes, it's all horrific things.
Always, yeah.
Appears to be some kind of glaucoma, blowing smoke in a baby's face, ashtray, tracheotomy, a dead guy, I don't know, some organs. And then there's this one that is just sick.
It's just a picture of a baby.
It's a baby with a cigarette in its mouth, Kevin.
Oh.
It's got a binky and a cigarette in its mouth. It's fucking
Gangster.
rad.
I was going to say.
That baby.
Like, if
rad as
I
hell.
could get a full case of just these, I'd buy the store out. Be like, look at my baby smoking cigs. That is not the way to do it. I also kind of get a kick out of this one where he's getting
just like,
the
you
shotgun.
stupid fucking baby.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
These are great gifts.
The good guess.
Yeah.
All right, we're 2 for 2. Here, Jackie. No, I'm actually gonna throw them, but just not
Okay.
like an idiot. I did throw them like an idiot. But the highlight of the trip for me, I'm on Secret Pavs. I'm guessing it's their Pavs too. This is before we get to the pictures. The pictures were fun. That's the extent of that. The night we hung out with the Bashoni is one of the coolest nights of my life.
what does that mean?
The Bashoni
Yeah.
is a local crew in Turin, and they all dress
Gang?
like it's the 70s. Oh hell yeah! They are all
Jets and the Sharks?
Like it is. It is. I didn't even. I was told going in exactly what it is, and I was not prepared for what.
Okay.
It is. Like the guys, I've been describing them as they all look like they're in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. You know, like that Cold War movie.
Yeah,
And
okay.
they got ascots
Are
on.
they from the 70s? Are
They're-
they young or old?
A mix. I'd say the youngest guy was probably 5 years older than me, and then it went up to probably 70.
Got it.
Hell
yeah.
But Pav, scroll down to the one pick where this guy is our guy right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that dude's the fucking dude.
Oh, yeah.
That dude's the fucking man.
I would say Tinker Tailor's. Maybe I don't know that movie as well. That feels more like stylish.
He's
like,
a little more stylish in that pick. I mean, no,
that's-
because he's
that's a-
wearing an
that's a-
ascot that night.
That's a guy who's bedded like 5,000 women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, none of them really speak English. So that's it right there in the back.
Yeah. Dude, that's the one. And the rest of these guys are it as well?
Yeah,
They're all Visconti?
not all of them. So that's Alberto kind of lounging. He was our photographer. That's Joe next to him. He is one.
I was going to say, yeah, I think you can pick out the
That's-
ones who are and the ones who are not.
Gianluca next to Pavs. Gianluca was one. And then I think the other guy's name was Susi. Most of them didn't speak any English.
Right.
So it was.
So what do you guys just like kind of...
We had Alberto was kind of being our translator in
Got
between
it.
everything.
Got
like
it.
we asked, I actually don't remember his name, the guy I like a lot. We asked him, because they all drive classic. Like I think he was driving a mid-70s Porsche.
Yeah.
And
So awesome.
we asked him how many, I think we just said, how many do you have? And then the translation came back, him smiled going, cars are women. and we were like, I think I said both. I forget what I said, but we eventually got the cars. He's like, I don't know, 15. And then he was saying we got to come back to his house and do a video of his wardrobe because he has a boots room. He's like, I got a room for just boots.
So is this dude rich or is it like...
I think the Bashoni. So the Bashoni, they're called the Bashoni because
What's that direct translation? Do we know?
a serpent, and
Serpent.
they're called the serpents because of the logo. The Alfa Romeo logo has a serpent on it, and
so so it's a car club
yes,
almost.
They meet weekly. Dude, we met them so they meet at a bar, and then they go to dinner. This was a rainy night, so not a lot of guys came out, but there's I think around 30 of them, and we meet at this bar beforehand, and you walk in and you just know this is their bar.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like they're just in the corner. It was actually really cool. Where they were just kind of hanging out.
They're
Like
running the
some were
show.
reading the paper, some were just chilling. A lot of them Irish goodbye. I guess it's an Italian goodbye. They just get up and leave, and they're gone. But dude, while we're at the bar, Martina, who was the female model, she was like, "Do you know Angelo Izzo?" And we were like, "No." It's like Angelo Izzo. I don't know who that is. Because Martina didn't speak a ton of English. She spoke it with people she was comfortable with. She was making fun of Pavs.
She didn't like the way I talked.
She didn't like what?
Dude, she didn't speak a ton throughout the day to me and John, and I kind of just thought there was a language barrier. And then we sat down at dinner like, she speaks English. She just didn't like you. Fine. And then she had a couple drinks in her, and Brady let out what she said in the car to him, that she's like, John, good voice, strong voice. Pavs, can't understand him.
And then we're out smoking on the balcony after dinner, and she's like, John, talk like this.
Just
This is that Gen Z bullshit, you know? He's running around saying, like, on God, and people that shit. She's like, who is
can't
this?
understand me, let alone people that speak Italian. Like, I understand. I told her I understand. You don't, like, you're not offending me. Also,
so
notice
good.
here, I'm in a pretty tough position. I'm in a tough seat where, like, I don't want to completely turn my back to the Italians, but I can't understand a word that they're saying, and I don't want to just whisper to John the whole time, because that would be weird. And I'm not really in this conversation over here, so I just stayed quiet.
Just stuff your face, bro.
I think they
just
thought
keep
I was
eating.
mute. Yeah.
John talk like this.
But yeah, the Bashoni are...
Wait,
so
Angelo
Izzo. So Martina then turns to us like a Wikipedia article and is explaining that he has kidnapped and murdered two women. Or one woman faked her death, so she survived. One woman he did kill. And he's just sitting at the bar. And we're like, what? Huh?
Because he's just sitting at the bar.
Yeah, just like he had a scarf on. He was a little dainty. And
Had he never been caught?
he's caught. There's a Wikipedia. Angelo Izzo.
Izzo, but he's out?
So at one point in the night, I said, "How was he just sitting at the bar?" And they just started go, Italy. I was like, that's a good answer.
Isn't that a thing in Europe?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god! He's like a fucking horror freak.
Yeah,
This is what he looked like that day.
I was picturing not that.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be like this slick guy.
No. When I said dainty, I was coming from the scarf. He was a heavy set.
Jeffrey Dahmer, like a sex icon.
No,
or Ted
no,
Bundy,
no.
you know, he's a freak. Don't they have a rule in Europe like you can't go to jail for more than 20 years, like no matter what it is?
I don't know.
There's something like that where it's like you can't lock this guy up, man.
I don't know if he ever went to jail. He has a Wikipedia, the Cicero Massacre.
He has a Wikipedia called Massacre, and he's just sitting at the bar.
He's just hanging at the bar, bro.
What if he does it again?
I think he's a little old and fat to do it again.
I know, but if something happens again, and you're like, wow. We probably should have kept that massacre guy locked up. Italy.
But yeah, it was hanging with those guys. Despite the fact that we couldn't really communicate. Actually, I mean, half of them we could.
Yeah.
Joe spoke English pretty well. Gianluca, although we didn't speak that much, he did speak English pretty well.
Yeah.
It was really more the two guys I liked. Well, I liked everybody, but those two guys, I was like, those guys are fucking cool.
Possible. It says a first-degree murder charge was handed down, sentencing Izzo to life imprisonment without parole.
Well, that's not the case because he's
alive and well.
He's just he's hanging in Turin. They're lying about who Angelo Izzo is.
That's crazy.
He smelled so bad, man. He stunk up the room.
That's crazy. Berneshki? What is it?
What?
Bashoni.
Bashoni. Bichoni.
Bashoni.
They are fucking.
So I'm happy to hear that it's car related because the pictures of the cars you showed me were awesome.
Yeah,
and that was for the modeling or because of the Bashoni?
That was modeling.
Like it was
that
all
was a completely different thing.
Oh, okay.
We didn't hang out
because so we'll get to the actual pictures of the guys, but I mean they were in front of like old school Ferraris and Alfa Romeos and not even like the luxury brands, just like those
brands
cool,
I never heard of.
Yeah, like European small because I think driving over there is so different. Like a small, sporty kind of luxury car, and I'm like, I've never even fucking seen a car look like that. That is awesome,
dude. By the way, this is the night we went to dinner. That's the Italian royal palace back there. That is where, when there was a royal family, the king was born, the king lived, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. We went to dinner right across the plaza from it. Mm-hmm. Now, this plaza is a functioning plaza. People walk through it, people hang out. Cars don't drive through it. But the Bashoni can park wherever they want.
just pull up.
So they just parked right in the middle of it. They just pull up.
Do they have like a license plate, like a handicap tag?
I don't know exactly what the Bashoni do. But they were, I mean, like at one point Brady, who's the owner of Del Toro, he tried to get up and sneaky pay the bill. And the waiter was like, isn't that the Bashoni's table? And he said yes. And he said, then I wouldn't try and pay the bill.
I advise against this.
Yeah. There was some wild shit. Like when we went to so there was a smoking lounge in the restaurant.
Of course there is.
We went to the smoking lounge. And we went to the smoking lounge after dinner. And there was just a big box on the table with a gun like on the cover with a silencer on it. And the box was locked. And I was just kind of messing around. And I was like, I think there's a gun in here. Now, in retrospect,
I think there's a gun in here.
There's a chance that I judged them based on where we were and who they were.
Yeah.
And it's just
like
cigars. But
could very well be. But that feels particularly gun boxy.
Yeah. It was.
Dude, the silencer is plenty of people have guns. Silencers are for assassins. They're for straight up murderers. There's nobody who's like, I need it for protection. I'm gonna get my silencer out.
But the video is us leaving. We met at the bar. Paz and I were considering not going out because this was the day we were leaving in the morning. We were getting picked up at 7 a.m. We had Bruins and Knicks that night, so we knew we had to like kind of sneak a nap in, and then because the games didn't start till 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
1 a.m. for the Bruins, 2 a.m. for the Knicks.
1 a.m. Yeah. And so we were like, maybe let's just not go to dinner. Maybe we'll go to the bar and we'll meet the Bashoni, and then we'll go home. We'll take naps, get up for the games, and the minute we met the Bashoni.
We're
staying up till the next game. Yeah.
Until they say
we'll miss the next game. Yeah, right.
But we probably left dinner at like 1 a.m. roughly.
1 a.m. Yeah,
right
at puck drop.
This is in front of the Italian Palace.
Dude, this is like a scene from a movie.
Should I tell him to feel out? Yes, see the referee.
Let me just feel out. That's so gangster. Oh, that's so good, Pat. That's so gangster. That is so gangster.
It was.
Bro, this is when you learn, this is why you do have to travel and shit, because you learn like that whole trip like redefines the word cool.
Yeah.
It's like things that we think are cool here. It's like that's not cool.
The second we saw them, I was like, that dude's the man. That guy's so sick.
Yeah. Like the shit that the people we like over here, the things we think are like swaggy. It's like no.
Yeah.
Check this out.
It's awesome. Just the 70s all the time. They're the coolest guys. I really want to go back and do a video with them because they're just like they're just so
like a
sick.
day in the life of the Bashoni.
And they're like, I don't think there's a barrier of entry as far as wealth goes. I think you just have to have one of those cars and kind of embrace that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I think some of the guys they said as few as 1 or 2 classic cars, which is a lot. And then that guy said 15.
But it's funny because we were talking about those cars and you were saying you can get them for like $7,000, $9,000. So I mean, if you have 15 of them, that's still a lot. But it's not like I feel like over here, if you have like 50, you're like Jerry Seinfeld. You have to have like $1 billion to have that many cars.
What was your highlight, Pavs?
My highlight was definitely that car moment. When the bill was coming around and we realized we all had to split it, and they looked at me for $100, and then Brady said, I got me. Because I was getting really stressed out. when I don't know who it was looked at me and put their hand out for $100, and I was pretending to check my pockets, and Brady just came in with $100.
Nice.
Yeah, that
was my highlight.
I forgot about that. That was the thing where the waiter said, "Don't pay it." So you'd think, okay,
they got it. Yeah.
No, it just means we're all paying.
We all had to split it. There's no Venmo.
God, I thought that was like, don't insult me by trying to pay.
That's exactly what I thought. But
there's like we're all 8, so we all pay.
Yeah.
I see. But it causes more problems than not. Shit like that. You know what I mean? I appreciate the gesture, but I'd rather just Brady put it on his card. All right, so should we get to the pictures?
Yeah. Do you have them in any kind of order?
No order. I mean, So there's two. Day 2 is like where the big the special.
Why
pictures
don't?
are.
Can you look at them and kind of?
Well, I'll show the most ridiculous ones first.
No, I think we
No,
should
I think you build up.
Yeah,
You build up to
So
the
give me like
ridiculous
the here we are, and then there's this, and then we
Got
start
it.
to get a little funky, and then we start to get a little more, and then we end on
Got it.
whether it's. Oh, I think. What did you tell me? You said something like. You said like there's a lot of high pants or something like that.
Yeah,
right? You said really high pants.
Well, that actually honestly was the most fun part was day 2 because Alberto, first of all, we're just more comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
And Alberto would say things like, hey, I want to take a picture of you in front of that car. Go put together an outfit for that. And I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. We're playing dress up.
you're gay in America, you're gay in Italy.
Bro, playing dress up was the sickest thing of all time. You don't have to stop. You can play dress up every day.
Yeah, you can just do it. I thought that's what you do.
Yeah, it is what I do, but I don't usually have classic cars to work with.
Right. You got the accessories now.
And there were some days or some times, I'll admit, we maybe went a little overboard.
you chose or they made you?
I chose. Oh, everything was 100% my choice. It was because I brought all my own clothes. I was just wearing the shoes.
Okay.
It's all my clothes.
Oh, okay. I thought they were decking you out top to bottom.
No. It's just the shoes. So they were.
So anytime you're dressed looking like an asshole, it's
my
just
own
you.
clothes. Yeah.
It was so much fun, dude, being able to wear the clothes I've bought that like my friends would just.
Yeah. You guys are just two little fairies in heaven. Like, they get to be chicks. You know?
Well, it's like gay or European. It's like
Yes.
it's gay here, it's European there.
Yes.
That picture that you posted of me, my friends, it just got sent around in every group chat, and it's like, this is how Pavs wants to dress all the
All
time.
the time.
But they know we'll make fun of him the entire
Yeah,
time.
but now it's like you should be like, I don't care if you guys make fun of me.
Yeah,
You're not even 100th as cool as the Bashoni. You can't make fun of me. I'm in with them. You're out. I got a new gang.
The night we went to meet the Bashoni, I stood in my hotel room, sopping wet out of the shower, just thinking,
What am I going to do? What am I gonna wear?
do I try and blend in?
Right.
Do I?
Oh, I would have
dress
loved
like
to
me?
see you do mental gymnastics
You know,
on this
I
one.
was just standing there like,
He called me. He said, what are you wearing?
So you're wearing your regular clothes, but you're like, rolling this up or tightening that, like doing other things to it, or you're just wearing clothes that you don't usually wear here?
no, I mean, honestly, I think everything I'm in is probably something you've seen me.
Okay.
With the Bashoni, I opted to dress like I wore like the bell bottoms. I wore like
What color?
my black ones, and then I kind of just went murdered out. Black jacket, black t-shirt, black.
Ridiculous. He's like, I wore my black belt bottoms. It's insane. That is insane. And you said it, and I was like, yeah.
I know the pants you're talking about.
we got to talk more about the bell bottoms in a minute, but let's get to these.
We'll start off with something you guys are comfortable with, or used to at least.
Yep.
Eating ice cream.
There was a lot of.
You're getting like too big, I think. You look too. You're like huge on top now. Mix it in the leg day, bro.
I do a leg day every week. I just don't. My legs don't grow. It's crazy.
Struck a chord apparently.
Yeah.
And we hit the fountain. There's a little bit more that are
Okay.
just casual.
Is that Brady?
That's
Yeah.
Brady,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. You guys look so cute together. Those look like engagement photos.
And then this is where Fight started really sucking in his belly.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you can tell.
That's a great picture.
That one's bad. Put
I
that
think
on the
that's
bad
a good
one.
picture.
No, that's a bad
I
pic,
think that's
dude.
great.
This was the only time.
I hate this so much more than I thought I was gonna. I hate this so much more than I thought I was gonna.
I would say this is the only time Fights felt uncomfortable. Because we started off with the gelato, where he's used to eating gelato.
Yes,
Like, it's
yes,
fine.
yes.
Standing in
That
front of the
little
camera
toe
like
tap.
that.
Little tippy toes.
These ones look like real estate photos.
Fuck. Jackie had texted like, "Are they cringe or are they good?" I was like, "I think they're a little bit of because like, I forget if we talked about this on air or not, but." We were laughing the whole time about the absurdity of everything, so it never struck me that it might be cringe.
Yes.
Now that
Like
I'm seeing the pictures,
as soon as that picture was like cut, you were like, "Holy shit!" But then you look at the picture. A picture doesn't tell that story.
we did do a vlog that I think we're gonna put up Monday.
Yeah, Monday it'll come out.
So that will kind of
Now wait, here's a very important question. Are you choosing to stand that way, or are they like
That one, the toe was said to
Toes,
be put
okay,
out.
okay?
That
Because if they're like, give me this, give me that, and you're just doing it,
Yeah.
it's whatever. If you're like, strike a pose, it's a different story.
I'd say they were. No, I don't know if I ever posed without being told.
Told to,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
You gotta know how to do that shit. That's
The
Before we get to my photos, I heard the toes thing, and that was the only thing that I heard, so that's all I did. I didn't know. I was like, only go to.
So wait, how'd you get roped into like? Were they just like you two? You're
It was
doing
just
it.
like Brady and Alberto, and Feits just like, all right, your turn.
Okay. And they just have like a trunk of shoes for you to just keep sliding on new pairs and stuff, or what is it?
like 1,000 shoes.
Yeah.
This is a real model before we keep going.
Yeah. It's funny that you're also with this like beautiful Italian
Yeah.
model. Like, she's probably like, they brought these two fat Americans. Oh, look at this regal motherfucker.
That is the best gin I've ever had. Alberto.
That's a male model photo, bro. That's put that in a magazine. I wouldn't blink an eye.
Alberto kept every picture he took of me. He'd go, "He's not so bad." Like every picture, it's not so bad.
I could see the Del Toro guys like going to their photographer and being like, "We got a guy for you," and then he shows up and he's like, "Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what I can do with
I
this."
would just hear like click, 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 and then he'd look down for a second and go, "He's not so bad."
But then he asked Feits to just hold the shoes and to take his face out of it and his whole body, and he was loving
Yo,
it.
he was like, "These are perfect. These
He
are
was loving these. Best shots of the day, he said.
Bro, and you hate your hands.
Yeah. Wait, actually, fuck. Yeah, they look terrible. Oh my god, those mangled pieces of shit. Those are your hooves.
Yeah. And especially the way you're splitting your fingers, it looks even weirder. You like those ones? What a pervert.
I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke.
No way.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
so gross. You just made yourself
Bro,
puke.
look at those fucking things.
I mean, look
dude.
at how lumpy they are.
They're horrific. I look like
Throw me
fucking.
that, put it on camera.
Who was it? Who's the King of England? Prince King
John's
Henry?
hands.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like, dude. I look like I got fucking beat with a shoe before this thing.
Oh my god.
It looks like they made me stick my hand in a bee's nest. Like, all right, photo time. Oh, those are disgusting.
Yo, well, let me tell you though, the shoes are fucking flames. It's just the hooves that are holding them.
Bro, these are all unusable pictures. You cannot.
Why would he say they're good?
He must not have been
my
able to
hands.
zoom in and see my hands in reality.
Maybe, you know what? He probably
Jesus Christ.
they're gonna touch these up and edit out your veins and your puffiness and all that
Why
shit.
am I so puffy?
It's the one thing on your body, like all of like the sodium in your body or something just smushes into your hands. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Let's do another palate cleanse. All right, now we're about to get crazy. Don't look.
Okay. Look at this James Bond motherfucker.
These are good, and then we go black and white, get real serious.
Yo. Wait, zoom in on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks like the same face that Charlie and Mac make to each other across the restaurant.
Yeah, it does. It looks exactly like that. I shaved my mustache the second day. I probably should have shaved it the first. In
No, the
retro.
mustache fit.
No, yeah, you gotta have the mustache. You gotta have the stash.
You look like you already look like a veteran soldier or whatever, but like
Yeah.
in black and white, you especially. Like if you zoom in, it
yeah.
looks like
If
something
you
you'd have in your
if you cut out
grandpa's
the rest of it, so it's not, you can tell it's like not modern. That could be one of those like 80 years ago. Like, I read you from the Civil War shit. Dude, that's funny. So Brady is the owner, but he also models.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
And
this
he
was
knows
his
what he's
first
doing.
time doing it. I'm not positive
okay,
about that.
okay. So
No,
you
I don't
both-
think
I
it was
think
his
he was
first.
dabbling in it a little bit before.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure he hasn't been
Got it.
The guy.
Got it.
I don't quote me on that though.
That's a cool one.
That one is.
Again, you guys are gay James Bond. You're a gay James Bond couple.
I think I have like special needs. I think I look.
With your hands, you do.
I think I look like a person who's not. Was it? You have an extra chromosome? Like I think I'm horrific.
No, you are not. No, you
Go
are
to the ones that are intentionally funny. But
again, though, these are things like if you know someone in a modeling photo, it's very easy to laugh at them. If I was flipping through a magazine and saw that, I wouldn't be like, "What the fuck is this?" I don't know. They all look weird.
Honestly, like if you like crop Brady out, like go to the other one, and like you just had that huge in your like room, like it would look so cool.
if I had the huge what?
Like if you just had like a giant, like it's like
I
you
might
know,
veto
like,
that. If you have a gigantic picture of yourself
like,
posing
kings,
like
you
this,
know, like the kings like have like.
oh
giant
yeah,
pictures
I
of
know what you mean.
themselves.
I know what you
Like,
mean.
Yeah, this was like painted.
No, wait, go back.
The
to
black,
the
I know
other
the black and white one, right?
This one right here.
But the one where he's standing like more to that.
Like that one.
That.
Yeah, if it was just
cropped
you.
him out and that was just you, and like it's one of those king photos. Like, that would look so fucking cool.
You do look kind of like kingly, regal.
Yeah.
Like you're looking down on the peasants, you know?
Yeah, you can see my extra chin while I'm there.
Did you get the tux for this? Or you got the tux for
Yes,
the wedding?
and then I just accidentally had it for
the Brady thing.
It like
Yeah.
ended up being perfect. I got it for this.
Yeah, that's some kind of like mafioso shit.
Yeah, dude,
you
look
look
how-
like you could be like in the Irish mob or something, right? I don't know if they wear like the tuxes. They're not like Peaky Blinder-esque, but that could be Peaky if your clothes were
My
different.
face is so grossly fat. Go to the funny
It's
one.
not. No, it's not. That's you have body dysmorphia. We all do.
The I forget what I was gonna say.
Day 2. All right.
Yeah, dude! Now we're cooking with gas,
Michael Jackson over here. MJ. I'm ready for
that one's fucking fire.
I'm ready for you to break out a fucking moonwalk. Holy shit, dog. Up against a little Italian car, too. Yo. I mean, this guy is in the Bershoni right now. Like this is like you're entered, you know? Like, they let you in. This is your initiation to the gang.
Dude, there's a shot that I have on the vlog that I'm just going to put the Oppenheimer music to.
Yes,
Because from the
yeah.
front, this is cool, this is fun, this is Michael Jackson. From the back, he's going to make a bomb. Like, it's
Dude,
Dude, though, I don't even know about it, but the lighting on it looks awesome. You can see half your face and all that shit.
bro. So there was a point where I
It's
was
so high. His pants are just so
So high.
There was a point where I was
Oh, hell
genuinely
yeah.
considering buying one of these cars because they really weren't expensive. They were like,
John, you are like the size of that car.
well, that's what Alberto kept saying. He goes, you can't fit. I was like, dude, I can fit in a car. Like, what is that?
Did you get in that car?
I got in that car.
Were you like...
I didn't fit as well as I thought I would.
You could not drive that around every day. You'd be like Fred Flintstone. Dude, those are the ones. That's fucking fire.
Paladin.
Thought for a second
I
that
like
was
when it's just like, oh, here's a beautiful person.
Yeah. Look at those legs. Goddamn.
There's a boy!
Oh, you're so gay, man. Because you know Pavs was like, oh yeah,
This is the outfit I wanted so badly to send the whole time.
Oh, man.
Pavs was
Cheesing.
on fire, dude.
You're doing the toe thing and everything.
Yeah. Toe and tip.
Bro,
I love that.
car's so sick. It's like
Yeah.
a fucking army tank.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like you're a fucking Libyan. That is, I would love to see the video of that of you going.
We got it.
Yeah, great.
There actually, I have, I think, a live photo of the hat tip. Are there any of you?
Oh shit! That one's pretty cool.
That is cool.
You look cool there. Your face looks cool there. I don't know why, but you look cooler
It
there.
matches more like it's like off-duty army.
Yeah, that was.
yeah.
See, he was like, "I want to take a picture in front of this truck. Can you go put an outfit for that?" And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, I fucking
wow.
You look like you're in like the Expendables.
Yeah.
You know, you're like a retired guy who has like 1,000 bodies to his name.
Yeah, that one.
Wait, back it up.
That one.
This is the Italian Backstreet Boys. Oh my god.
This one was intentionally done, I think.
Yes,
And
that's
then
what
Brady showed it to the Del Toro marketing team, and they got mad. They're like, "You said you were going to take this seriously."
This
is
looks
some-
like the boy band where it's like the three guys that are. When the girls go like, oh, I don't like the two lead guys. I like the other guys. That's these guys. That's like the Chris
Look at
Kirkpatrick of
Pavs in this
NSYNC.
one.
Look at you get your lean on, bro.
It's the
And the
toes
toe
in
tap.
that-
And the toe tap.
every single one.
It's also like you guys have like a little bit of like a pilgrim thing.
we all look very different.
It's
Like
every
not,
decade mixed into one photo.
What are you just kind of sitting on that car?
Yeah.
That's so awkward. You just have one foot dangling. Oh man, toe tap.
Whoa, cool.
Toe tap. That is cool though.
Do you have any of you in front of the red car?
Yes.
That one, I thought you looked the best. You looked really good there.
That's it.
You guys want the room?
It was because I was videotaping
that
Pavs,
red-
so I was looking through like the lens of the camera. I was like, "Damn, Pavs looks sick." Here. Yeah,
Oh
the boy.
baby.
That's sick.
Oh baby. Really though, the toe tap every time.
Toe tap
huh?
every time.
I mean, you were not
Only
kidding.
move.
Toe tap every time.
There's one more, I think, right?
I mean, I guess yeah.
Oh, these are some cool ones.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing there?
I don't know.
You look dumb there.
Wait, you look retarded.
I'm like I don't know what a wrench is.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? What do I do with this fucking thing get in my hand?
How do I work?
This is the first day of school photo where your mom's like, pose.
bro.
Give me a zoom in on that one.
And then we're taking, dude, we're taking pictures back there, and then we've been back there for like 20 minutes, and then we just started hearing a guy speaking Italian. Like, there's an actual mechanic in this room right now.
Wait, give me the wrench again. The wrench is you're like, huh?
What the fuck is this thing?
That might be my favorite. The wrench.
that thing hit my hand like it came in like Mjolnir, and I was like, how did this happen? I think
Toe tap.
That's a good one. I think that one's really good too. Bro, wow. Tell me that's one of you under that car.
No, I think Brady just got on there. I couldn't fit in the cars, let alone under them.
Imagine they tried to roll you under and it just hit your belly. Man. Well, I'll tell you what, the product shots they're getting are fucking great.
What, just the shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are strong.
Oh, the legs are out.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys are male fucking models.
Everyone I sent it to my mom, I sent it to like my friends, and like really just like not very positive responses back. Like they weren't mean, but it was like even
Just like,
if they
oh,
were-
you did that thing.
It was
Okay.
just like I got one fire emoji from somebody that always gives me compliments, and then my mom was like, "Very nice."
Good job, Mikey. Oh, I want to see you guys on your next one where you'll be feeling yourself like, oh, I know what I'm doing now. I know how to do this. I would say, ooh, that's cool. I would say my favorites. I think Pavs doing this thing. The hat. The wrench is the funniest, but you, I think in like doing the army look was cool. The army look is cool, but that the first one, that's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty cool, dude. Again, man, I'm telling you, if I saw that in a, I would not bat an eyelash. I'd be like, that is a cool. Like, I want that jacket.
That dude's toe tapping like a motherfucker.
What do you like?
Literally one move.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
that's what I mean. Next time, you work in another thing. You work in the chin. You work in whatever. What do you think's the best?
I love the hands.
The hands. Oh man.
I love those grotesque goblin fingers.
They're back.
Yo, and I did these ones because, oh my God. Jeez, I just couldn't fit in the shoes.
Why didn't you go with these two fingers?
I don't, not. I don't know. It's a great question. It was a modeling
then it just makes
choice.
it look like a
and
weird
it was not the right one. It was not the right one. Those are for sure unusable. Like those can't be used.
They'll touch them up, bro. You'll be fine. Man,
Damn, man.
dude.
And then I like the 3, the pilgrim boy.
Yeah.
Dude, I
that's good.
said, I think while we were there, that I do understand why models are insane. Like, despite the fact that we're on camera all the time, when you're just sitting there, I was so aware of every extra pound, every fold. Like, I don't really think about it here. I don't really think about it when we're doing video stuff. Every time I heard the camera click, I go, ugh.
Now, wait, also, that's not your best.
God, why do they have my leg? Oh, no.
They should have.
I should not have been allowed to wear shorts.
They should
The
have said
second I
no
put shorts on, they should have shot me in the
They
head.
should have said no. They should have been like, we understand it's nice weather. No.
I also only brought one pair of shorts. Like, why'd you only bring one? And I put a pair of shorts on. Like, I get it. You put pants back on.
Ooh, what's this? We're going tropical on them. You got my little sandals.
That one, every single one of these pictures, I'm pretty sure I'm special needs.
I like those sandals. Those are cool.
Yeah, the sandals are very cool.
I think so. One of the things when we do work here, we don't model, but if we're shooting a commercial or shit like that, and the guys who I'm not explaining this well, the guys who shoot like proper commercials here at Barstool always make us do like 1,000 takes, and we got to tweak it this way and tweak it that way, and we're always rolling our eyes because it's like this doesn't fucking matter. When you're doing this shit and they're taking like 1,000 photos and making you like, are you sick of it or are you?
No, I
into
never
this
got.
more?
I never got sick of it.
They did it quickly
because it was all pretty quick. Yeah, and then Alberto didn't really do any, like, he would do like little things, but it wasn't like, give me this, give me that.
Okay. Yeah.
It was kind of
it's
just like
natural.
Sit there and eat that gelato.
Right. He'll
do
the work.
Yeah.
I can do that all fucking day, baby. I think this exposes the modeling industry a little bit. I think as we start to do more, like as the world has been kind of like, oh, we don't need like record labels, or like, oh, we can do this with an iPhone or whatever. You know what I mean? I think this is one of these things. These two jabronis can make, like, you had a bunch of bad ones, but you had a bunch of good ones too. There are people out there who like starve themselves and all this shit, and it's like, I don't know, those photos were just as good as theirs.
That's all Alberto. First of all, you're wrong. Second of all, if you were right, it would be.
But I guess so. It's more the cameraman than the model. Yeah.
What were you saying, Jackie?
Just like, I do kind of think that like Brady's are a little bit more, like when I see his, I'm kind of like, okay, that's a model.
Yeah.
Like,
But I think that's also because you know these two clowns.
That's so true.
Like, it's very hard to look
It's
at.
hard to, like-
And it's
it's
because
hard for
Brady's
you
better
to
looking than
look
us.
at that and be like, you're never going to look at a
also
photo
like,
of either of these two guys and be like, that's sexy. You know, that's just not going to fucking happen. That, you know, if a guy, someone else took a picture looking like that, you'd be like, that's a hot guy, but you're never going to say that because
It's also just like, I know you, and like I know that there's not a thought behind those eyes, like, and it looks it, and like I know that, you know what I mean?
you're
Like,
just an empty, vapid head.
1,000% right. Wait, what thought would be behind those eyes? Like, I'm doing something cool.
Yeah.
Like what would you want that
like
person?
I'm sure with the wrench one, you're like, the wrench?
Dude, dead eyes.
Dead
eyes.
eyes.
Dead eyes, man.
Dead. It's this.
You know what is crazy?
Is
You know what's very weird? You look wildly different in like all these. Like from
agree.
this to that to like, you look, I guess you did shave a little bit, but like that guy looks way different than the tux guy, looks way different than the hat guy, which it's very strange.
yeah, I guess it's why I have so many doppelgangers. I just look like different
It looks
people
like
all the
everything.
time.
Did you see that Meekville doppelganger?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought it was literally him. I thought it was like his niece or nephew or something. But like that looks different. I mean, that's the special needs one. That's the like, what is wrench? RENCH, wrench. This did not disappoint, boys. This did not disappoint. This is great. Hair was on point the whole time too. That's so clutch. You have a bad hair day doing something.
I
like
didn't
this?
think my hair looked good.
Oh, really? I think it looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, because it was crazy. We didn't have any mirrors. So I just kept putting on clothes and asking, "I'm on Pavs, do I look good?" And
he's like out on the scene, right? Yeah. Was the go back like? So wait, yeah, you're just deep throating that fucking gelato, huh, bud?
It actually was an underwhelming
Gag City, bro.
Gelato trip. It was. I probably only had gelato 5 or 6 times in the 2 days.
Which one?
Go back to the one where he's like dead on, like the gelato one. You were just fucking Heather Brooking that shit. What was the
It's not even gelato there. You like ate it all.
Yeah, it's just the cone.
It was. I kept being like, "Oh, it's hot, it's melting."
The picture of like him in the blue shirt, just kind of sitting there. Were those like the first ones?
Yeah,
those are the second.
You
ones.
can kind of
yeah.
you can kind of tell the difference.
Those were in particular because those were in public too.
Yeah, like I can tell that those were like you just like I'm just gonna sit here like take the photos.
Yeah,
and then when you're like in, oh my god, oh my god, how did you try to skip that one?
I didn't see this one. It's my first time seeing it.
Look at this.
Pavs I think is a model.
Pavs is serving looks.
Yeah.
Dude. Wow.
My Nike
I was
Elite
impressed by
socks
both
on.
you guys. Are you wearing just some fucking regular ass tube
Nike
socks?
Yeah.
The dry
Some fucking models. That's great. This is something, boys. This is something. Well done. The Italian boys. The Italian job. Well done. I think you're like half, Bernesky. What is it? Brashoni.
It took me 2 weeks to figure out. I had to tell that story 100 times before I figured out how to say the word. I kept looking it up. I'm like, the biscotti? I don't fucking know.
Now, the reason I say that I think you guys are just full-blown male models is because we know that Ralph Lauren stole your look or wanted to steal your look. And now Gucci has flat out stolen the red suit.
To an extent.
Dude.
Well, I didn't make it myself, so I bought it. Someone else
Some
had it.
schmuck made it. Was like
Is
a
it a
gag
magic
gift.
shop?
Yeah. it was a costume that you turned into high fashion. Gucci is selling the John Feitelberg pants for fucking $1,300.
Yeah, it's a pretty price.
And actually, the jacket is more like what I was wearing, but the pants is dead on. That's dead on. There's been red jackets before. That's nothing new. These red bell bottoms, I had never seen in my life until you wore them, and now I'm seeing them on Ralph Lauren and Gucci. And you know what? And John bought them for probably, I don't know, $50.
I was going to say 30.
If you're paying $13.50 for them, but that's the price of fashion. You want to look like John? You're the fashionista who has an eye for it, who can pick it out at the magic shop. And if you don't have an eye like that, you got to pay a premium on Gucci. But I hope there are some guys out there who have the money for it. I don't think there's much overlap with our listeners who like that look, who can afford $1,400 pants. But if there is, I hope there's some stoolies out there who buy that.
They are great pants. It is a cool
and I'm
look.
sure the Gucci ones are like high quality and all that shit. You know?
It is.
It's a onesie, right?
What I'm wearing is a onesie. Yeah. I bought it at a magic stop. It's something a magician
Did you ever
would wear.
take the jacket off?
Actually, if you go back to the picture, you can kind of. I don't know if you can really tell, but I am. I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember. I think I'm intentionally sliding my jacket in front of me because that's just my dick's just out.
His dick was out the whole time. His dick and balls were out the whole time. Because it's like when a girl gets like camel toe from wearing a onesie, it was riding up on him and it was just bulged.
It ran out of fabric, so I had to go over my stomach, and it was a nightmare. I'll tell you what, it looked good in this picture and nowhere else.
I was gonna say, what's so funny is every other photo, it's disgusting. That one where you're in the chair, like leaning forward, you know what I'm talking about? We were waiting to get into the casino, and I think it was hot. We were sweaty, and you were just like leaning forward, and it was like the fact that is the same. Yeah. Like those are like 20 minutes apart, probably is crazy.
I think I had taken mushrooms in between the two.
Yes, yeah. I think you had puked. I think you had puked, so you were sweaty and you were like bulging out, and I was like, this is the same outfit that people are like putting on their mood board. Yeah. Ralph Lauren was like, I need more.
It's all
of
about
this
the
guy.
angles, baby.
Dude, that is a fucking great picture. That is a picture, bro. That's art. That right there is Italian modeling at its finest. So you're a male model now because they're going to ask you to come back again.
I hope so.
And at some point,
We'll see.
You're
how
going to get paid.
laughing at the entire photo shoot does. But
this is what the fashion world needs. They'll take it too seriously.
this isn't going to surprise anybody. But the vlog, Pavs is taking shots of things that I didn't even see. Like the vlog's so sick. I'm like, where the fuck was that the whole time?
Yeah. What is this?
Oh, this is
That's
just
on our way to dinner with the Bishoni.
But I think that looks cool.
Yeah, the vlog. Everyone go watch the vlog. I think it's really, really good. I think. It's
Well,
really
yeah, yeah.
Good. This is Fights. Looking,
like we say vlog. We need a new word, man. Vlog is does not do Pavs justice.
Yeah.
These are like mini movies when Pavs makes them. But that shot with the dark and the hey buddy.
This is.
I can fit in that car. Get the fuck out of here. This is like Andre the Giant when he used to get in normal cars. It's a literal clown car.
It's really.
This
small.
would be like the part of the movie in the Italian Job where he's like, I can drive, and Mark Wahlberg's like, you're not gonna fit. You're not gonna fit.
Look at his face here.
You almost broke this thing. God
This
damn,
is the
that's funny.
Oppenheimer shot.
Oh yeah, look at this guy walking down the row, picking out which one he wants. Yeah, it doesn't hurt that Brady's fucking dude. You look like an old boxer. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're selling like a medicine ball, and they have that thing that goes around their waist and just moves them around.
Dude,
You're fucking yoked, bro.
I said it's like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious now.
Yeah.
When it's just he's wearing a beater, but he doesn't really have the body for it anymore.
You actually do have the body for a beater.
Yeah.
You got that barrel going. What happens when you you call them? What do they call them over there? Wife beaters? Guinea? They don't call them guinea teeth.
Yeah.
They just call them shirts.
Yeah,
I think I put my shirt on. Look at this, man. This is so sick.
Alberto's the fucking
He's
man.
the best.
Oh, prom picture. All right, so go watch the vlog. You can see everything we've been laughing about and seeing all the good shots. But well done, boys. That is something special right there. Gametime is the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Summer is here. That means it's time to get out of the house, get outside, go see your favorite team play, go watch some outdoor concerts, hit up Jones Beach or where else do they do outdoor music? Red Rocks.
Pier 17.
Pier 17 in New York. A bunch of places. And anytime you're trying to get tickets to any live event, Gametime is the way to do it because they have the easiest app to use, the most affordable tickets, the best tickets, no fraudulent tickets, everything's guaranteed, and they have the best deals because they have sales and they have up-to-the-minute technology where you're getting the best price on this secondary market. They have flash deals for sudden discounts. They have zone deals for if you live in certain areas. And they have their lowest price guarantee where if you find a better price on another outlet, they will give you 110% of the price difference. They'll give you that money. So they'll beat you and they'll beat the price and add 10% to it. You can find last-minute seats with up to 60% off your favorite events. So what are you waiting for? Go get your tickets now. The Mets, I think, are already down. Do you see those numbers? They were down by thousands and thousands of people a game.
Really?
It's nobody's going. I really think sports owners are going to run into a real problem. Back in the day, it was win or lose, you take your family to the park for a thing. Yeah. And now it's with the internet and so many options and things to watch and do, it's I'm not going to do that. So anyway, go see everybody but the Mets. I'm sure Mets tickets are literally under $1 because they were $1 when they were playing good. So I'm sure you can get the Mets for 75 cents. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, use code KFC for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the Gametime app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
Oh, I had a question. How many? And this is a question my cousin asked me. What do you think? How many drinks do you think the president has? What is the average?
When he goes out?
In a presidency?
We're talking about boozing.
Yeah. Biden, I would guess, is roughly 0. Trump was 0. Obama had a couple.
You don't think these guys drink?
No. Trump is sober.
Trump sober?
Yeah. Biden, I mean, he's fucking 100. I think he probably has an occasional beer on camera. I don't think Biden's having too many. Like, he has some, like, I'm a regular guy, beers, but I don't think when he gets home he's having a beer. I think Obama had a couple.
But I can see, like, wine with nice dinners.
Yeah, they definitely drink wine.
How often is the president
But we know
drunk?
wine doesn't count. Well, that's also because they're old. He probably has a glass of wine at dinner, and he is drunk, you know? It's probably like Joe had 3 sips of red wine, and he's like...
Like, I don't think,
I would
in
say,
Obama's 8 years, I don't think he had 30 drinks.
I think you're... I think they're a little more normal than you think.
Really?
I think that, like, when he was, like, on those vacations,
Like,
he's getting sauced up.
There were probably, but that, yeah, I guess.
Bro, presidents, they do
I
their
was gonna
dirt,
say,
man.
you start going back in
Well,
time.
back in time.
like-
You want to talk about like Kennedy and shit like that. Those guys were shit-faced all the time. But I do agree that as we got to more modern times, you can't just be like out at a bar shit-faced. But I bet you more presidents were shit-faced than not.
But it's true. Like, I wonder if they tell you to not get drunk because, like, if shit goes down, like, if
Right.
Sunday
Yeah.
long...
There's
lunch
that
is, like,
movie,
Imagine
Long
it-
Shot.
Long shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Charlize Theron is like
yes,
negotiating.
roll on
on Molly.
Imagine if that when that guy leaned into George Bush and told him about the towers, he was like, I'm fucking shit-faced right now. I knew I shouldn't have had those morning mimosas.
Bush definitely whacked some.
Yeah, so like I think like,
Clinton definitely whacked some.
I think probably Clinton is like where Clinton back, everyone's shit-faced.
Because also from Clinton back, they were younger. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
very
yeah.
recently
Old
we've
men.
had people who were like octogenarians.
We're such assholes for voting that in.
Like, right? Clinton was young. I think Clinton's still younger than Trump and Biden.
Yeah. He will be forever. That's how it works.
Obama was young.
Who came right after Clinton? Bush.
Bush. And Bush. Was
So I think Bush was the last guy who was getting drunk. And then after that,
I think
started
Obama
to
had a
get-
couple nights.
I know, so do I.
Yeah.
But I think also Obama, like, if he were to get caught drunk, they would have flipped out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's drinking and he's got a tan suit. But I think the rest of those presidents from there on out were fucking and drinking and doing drugs and like had secret security hide all their shit for them.
Yeah.
So
what do you think the average drinks per? You think it's high?
yeah, because there's so many before it. But going forward, I bet it's lame as shit. Being the president is the stupidest shit in the world. Like the most brilliant minds, of course they're not doing this shit. It sucks. It's a shitty paying job. It's very hard work. You're in the spotlight all the time, and at least half the country always hates you. It's fucking, and you get blamed for everything that's not your fault. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go make $1 billion working like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or whatever. All right, we're gonna get into our voicemails, but before we do that, big announcement. It's intern season here at Barstool, and KFC Radio has gotten ourselves another intern. It's not just any old intern, though. This is a blast from the past, a name that you all know well. The new KFC Radio intern for the summer is 15-year-old Steve. Come on down, 15-year-old Steve. Come on down.
Coolest 15-year-old I know.
Only 15-year-old. Hopefully.
15-year-old Steve. This is a bit of a dramatic move. This is kind of like WWF and WCW. Former Team Portnoy guy, now a KFC Radio intern. We're happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
How old are you?
I'm 22 now, so
22.
it's tough when like
22-year-old,
when I meet
15-year-old
people
Steve.
around
Bro,
here, and I'm like,
that's
yeah, I'm
crazy.
15-year-old Steve. I sound like
Like
kind
I
of a douchebag.
fucking remember. Like it's just I never don't think it's been 7 years in New York.
Yeah,
that
like-
was serious,
that,
right?
That to me is like new school Barstool.
Yeah.
And that's very much old school Barstool now. Every year he used to update his Twitter name to like 16-year-old, 15-year-old Steve, 17-year-old, 15-year-old.
That
Steve.
was part
and now
of
it's 22.
Me realizing it's just old people on Twitter now is real. Watching you use Twitter less and less. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I was
You
like,
don't give a- you
young
don't care.
people
It
don't
was just
really
a
do
tough
that.
look. Like I'm just kind of not like doing the Barstool stuff, so it's like I don't want to be like
A
looking at
weird
the
old
glory
man on
days.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for people who don't know, you initially just called into Barstool Radio when it was like me, Dave, or was I on it
So
or no?
it was initially the Dave Portnoy show.
Okay.
On Blog Talk Radio, I called in there.
So that was, like,
yeah,
really
that was
early.
it was like July 2016 was the first time I called in. So I was
Yeah.
in 8th grade going into 9th grade at that point.
And you were just
Yeah.
like, I'm a fan, right?
Yeah, because my brother is 28 years old, so like
Got
I was
it.
always following it just because he was older, and I was like wanted to fit in with his friends.
And you guys are New England?
yeah,
Yeah.
Connecticut. So.
Right, Connecticut. So Dave obviously loved you. That was also the period of time where all of Dave's fans were like high schoolers. Remember that? Like the Team Portnoy demographic was.
Dave's lived so many lives.
So
It's
many lives,
crazy.
dude. Like he's like he goes through like metamorphosis. He looks different. He does different things. He was the Boston masshole, and then had Team Portnoy, and then became pizza, and now is a Miami mogul. It's like living 4 or 5 lifetimes in the last decade. But you were like jumpsuit Team Portnoy.
Oh yeah,
the
House
whole
of Blues
nine.
on stage. Yeah, whole thing.
You were at the House of Blues on stage?
Oh yeah. It sounds really.
He's lived a bunch of lifetimes.
It sounds really cool when I say like, oh yeah, I performed at the House of Blues, sold out crowd. I don't tell people I was a background dancer. Don't say that part.
Wait,
I think
what
I
was
How old
that
were you at that
for?
point?
I was 16 years old at that
So
point.
still pretty young.
Yeah.
What was it for?
It was the song doesn't have to be named, but he was performing a song there.
But
And
why
I
was-
a background dancer for it? Pop Punk was there.
Pop Punk
so
was
he
there.
came on stage, did one song.
that-
Pop
and
Punk
one
was there
song.
7 years ago?
Yeah,
They were on
It
7
was
years?
no, that was
to me sounds
2018. That was
impossible.
2018.
But
So I
they
was
did a
17.
full concert?
Yeah, full
That
concert.
seems
shit.
impossible to me. No way.
Yeah.
I-
They're at House of Blues in Chicago. Or they're not House of Blues. They're in Chicago on Friday, so go get tickets to that.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that Pop Punk's that old.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were doing that, and then I would say the most famous 15-year-old Steve story is he was live in the flesh with his parents at the office for Grudgment Day.
No way.
The day that they set up to just I think it was just like, hey, do you want to come see the office?
Yeah,
right?
that was just come do a quick radio hit. Then the night before, I see he tweets out about Jay Hammy, and I'm like, should I even go in? I don't want to ruin the moment.
Dude, I remember you in the office.
Yeah.
I don't remember being that day.
And so wait, and that you were probably
I was
18?
a fresh 16 then.
16.
Yeah.
Jesus, even young. So a 16-year-old rolls in with his mom and dad, who are the nicest couple, this buttoned up, seemingly Connecticut couple, and Dave's like, that fucking cunt. And what was your mom's famous line?
She goes, tough. She was talking to you, and she goes, tough day for the Prez.
And we were all like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. This was supposed to be a nice tour. And they were like, no, we're loving this.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
This is like getting a front row seat to watch, the Van Gogh paint or some shit. This
My favorite
that was
memory
his
is
masterpiece.
somebody was saying, I was thinking I shouldn't be there. Then somebody's tweeted out the Eastbound and Down to Let the Boy Watch. Yeah. That was the best thing ever. Yeah.
The boy watch. That is great. I mean, that is, if you were to ask Stoolies, old school diehard Stoolies, this is actually a good question. And maybe we're thinking about, Steve's here to do a lot of just regular work on the podcast as far as video and editing and all that, but we're also going to try to do content around him being this lifelong Barstool fan. I think a good question is, if you could be at one event of Barstool as a fan, be a fly on the wall, what would be your number one choice? Because I think Grudgment Day would be up there for a lot of people.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't even remember Grudgment Day that.
Well, it was just...
I mean, I remember it, but if you asked me to list the biggest days in Barcelona, it wouldn't be in my top 50. Which
Really?
I don't think so.
Dude, remember, nobody worked.
But it is. I'm wrong.
We put the radio show on the big screen and rolled out the TVs.
Yeah.
And you guys all sat in there while we were doing it. And
I played
remember,
footsies the whole time.
That's right. You were that was a big day.
Yeah, it was
the fact
I
that's
remember
your
that day
for that.
as the day I
Footsie day.
sealed the deal. I was like, oh, we're gonna do this.
I remember coming out of that episode, that room during commercial breaks, being like it's tough in there. This is a wild scene.
What would your day be?
What would my event be?
Yeah. It's kind of hard
mini golf
when you're
a couple weeks
at
ago.
most of them. What's that?
Mini golf a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be before I was there. Although there's probably some things that I regret not going to one of the Super Bowls. One of the first Super Bowls where we really started we started to go.
Yeah.
There was a snowstorm that canceled my flight, and rather than rescheduling, I was trying to keep the peace at home, and I really regret not, because that's when Dan and Dave really started doing their thing. And I was I could have been a part of that. But mostly it's got to be something that comes before me. And so what would I think? What would I say? What was the biggest
Dude, mine is. I actually talked about it this weekend. It's still my favorite moment, maybe in Barstool. This is you don't even remember. I don't know if you were born yet. When Dave was just running the blog by himself. I think I was in high school, and someone kept stealing the Astro van.
Yes.
If I could be there he had an Astro van. We deliver papers. You know this.
Yeah.
But someone kept stealing it, but they'd return it.
Right.
And he's like, I don't even know how they're starting the thing, and I don't know how to stop them because they would just put it back.
If I could just see, just when he opens the door to the office and the spot's empty, and he's like, "It's gone again," and then he, makes a couple phone calls, whatever. He comes back to work the next day, and he's like, "It's back again." Those 2 moments right there would be unbelievable.
I remember him
That's
writing
great.
a blog where he's like, I think he's using the seatbelt to start the car, and I was like dying. I was like,
Seatbelt.
He's like, I think it fits in the key. I forget. I don't remember
That's
extremely
amazing.
clearly, but I remember just dying laughing at the idea that someone keeps stealing the Astro van and then returning it, and he's like, I don't have any means of rebuttal here.
Yeah.
It's just back. I
can't arrest you. I can't do anything.
I think the guy had filled the tank at one point, and he's like, I don't know, I got a full tank of gas. Like, how I'm coming up on this.
What was your did your brothers introduce you with like one thing that you remember?
What I
being
remember
like,
was-
I'm going to watch
Do you
and read
remember
this the
what
rest of my life.
emptying out the quiver was back in the day? You do this?
Yeah.
So BC had beaten like Syracuse, and he tweeted out like, and whoever has that empty out the quiver clip, like free ball don't lie shirt.
Okay.
So my brother videotaped the screen, and I was just sitting with him. He did it, and then I saw that, and I just kind of got in it. Then
Wow.
like the Viva pictures, where like you do the Viva.
Yeah.
We did one. I think it was like 13 or 14 at the time, and that because I was so young then. I was 12 maybe.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you said like Eminem, where the parents at? You tweeted that, and then he called me a young Jerry Thornton on the blog. So that was tough too.
Yes,
so after
yes.
that, I was all the way in.
Yeah,
that was like,
that is right.
Yeah.
because that was the point of time where we were strictly males 18 to 24.
Yeah.
So if we found a parent that liked Barstool or a kid that liked Barstool, it was like, what are you doing? How'd you even find us? Now it's like everybody. But at that moment, to be like, look at that little kid. And then, the rest is history. And so you DM'd me when?
I DM'd you like start of March, maybe mid-March.
And I didn't
start
get
March.
back to you
No, it was
for
like
a while.
a week and a half to 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was longer than that. Because for whatever reason, I think I just stumbled upon your. Or did I ask you something else? I feel like I DM'd you about something else.
I think we
and
had
I was
talked,
like, wait a minute.
We
do
had
you wanna
talked in
be...
August because the radio had started back up, and you're like, hey, if you want to call in, do that. So we had talked then.
Yeah.
And I DM'd you in March about.
And
Thanks for the help on that one.
Yeah. my bad. I was in Chicago. Bruce.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, I maybe I was off of Twitter and back on Twitter, whatever it was. I just opened up the DMs and I saw from like a couple weeks ago him saying that, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute, you want to work here? Like, yeah, come on. And he was like, let me know like where I need to like apply, and I said we don't need to do all that other portal shit. Just you're here. I emailed Kim, who does like this shit, and she was like, what will Steve be doing? And I was like, I don't know. But he's
What
got
are
the job.
any of us
Yeah,
doing?
you can say that about me. So just do the paperwork. He's in. So 15-year-old Steve, officially a part of KFC Radio for at least the summer.
Yep.
And I'm sure you'll be jumping on the episodes. But I told him, the best interns are the people who just run with it and do shit. So I think doing anything that's like from the point of view of a longtime stoolie or, reminiscing. People love nostalgia with Barstool.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can, dig up some of your memories that are like, oh, I forgot that, or I remember that,
Yeah.
I think it would be a cool series. So you'll be seeing Steve all throughout the summer, and we'll see where it takes you.
Happy to be back from the grave.
Let's go. All right, voicemails. KFC Radio is sponsored by BetterHelp. When life goes so fast, it's important to take a moment to celebrate your wins. What are your wins right now, John? You became an Italian model. Celebrate it.
I got fat hands.
But you're an Italian model. An Italian model with fat hands.
All I'll think about is the hands.
Pasta won his world championship.
Yeah, that's how life's going. My biggest win right now, the Czech Republic won the World Cup.
What are my wins? My kids are good at sports.
Yeah?
they win at sports.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That really is. I said this in confidence the other day to somebody, and I'll just say it to the world now. When your kids are good at sports, it's like the first time I can say I'm genuinely enjoying myself with my kids. You know, like everything else is great to be a dad, but I'm like, this is actually, you're entertaining me.
Yeah.
This is great to watch.
Oh, it turns out you have purpose on this planet.
So whatever it is, take the time to celebrate those wins, because there's a lot of people out there who don't, and therapy can help you learn how to take stock of your progress and set goals and then celebrate the big wins. Pick for the next 6 months and get on BetterHelp, and we'll help you find a therapist to talk to, and you can set those goals for the next 6 months and give it a try. You'll learn everything online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you got to do is fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist. And if you want to switch therapists, because I know everyone gets all weird about that, I don't want to switch on them. I feel like I'm cheating on them. They're going to be offended I'm leaving. None of that. You can switch therapists at any time, no additional charge. So take a moment and visit BetterHelp.com/KFC. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC, and get 10% off your first month.
Hello, gentlemen and Jackie. I have a question that was sparked by an interaction I had the other day. So I'm in college. I'm 20 years old. I go to Tulane, and I'm a junior. I guess I'm about to be a senior. And the other day I was talking to this girl who graduated last year. I met her through just like mutual friends. She's, cool. Like, we're not like the closest of friends. We're definitely friends. She's 23, and we're talking about something, and I like made a joke or something, and she goes, Una, you're just the coolest 20-year-old I know. And I was like, in my head, I was like, out loud, I was like, thanks. And in my head, I was like, why was that weird? Like, why was that weird? So it got me thinking, what is an appropriate age for someone to say, how do I phrase this? Like,
specify
you're the
age.
coolest blank age I know. Because you're the coolest 20-year-old I know, coming from a 23-year-old, was just unexpectedly weird,
Yeah, that's condescending.
And I feel like I could be like, oh, you're the coolest 10-year-old I know if I was like talking to a kid. But I also don't feel like I could be like, you're the coolest like 32-year-old I know. That's weird. But I could be like, oh, you're the coolest 60-year-old I know. So is it only for adults, like elderly adults and children?
I say,
or is there some age where you can be like, oh, you're the coolest 25-year-old I know? See, no, that sounds
40
weird.
Is the cutoff.
Wait.
If you're like in your 20s and you're partying and someone's 40 and they're cool, you could be like, you're the coolest 40-year-old I know.
I think you can never say it.
Really?
I think no matter what age you single, age is like once you single out an age, it gets weird.
I agree with you, but I think if you said that to somebody when they're in their 60s, I would be like, that's awesome. I'm the cool old guy. I think 40, it would crush my soul because I would be like, I thought we were just hanging out. I didn't realize you guys are thinking of this as like charity work, and I'm like doing a good job. But I think you can say it as a 20-year-old, and then 40, 50, and 60 and up is like, hey, cool, great, like that's good news.
Yes, but it just
going down. By the way, is weird. If that girl goes up to a 10-year-old,
I think you
and
could
says
say it to a 10-year-old.
I don't.
I think that's pretty
in a creepy way. Like,
hey, you're the coolest 10-year-old I know.
It's very different.
Like, how many fucking 10-year-olds do you know?
Yeah, that is weird.
If you know more than just me, it's very bizarre. You're my uncle. like, how many?
You shouldn't know that many.
You shouldn't know that many 50-year-olds either.
Yeah,
like,
you should be
everyone
in your age
should
group.
be in your age group.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It should
but
be
I think
implied.
It's more like if you meet, you're at a bar, right? And there's a silver fox there, and he's in his 50s or 60s. You don't need to be like, I know other 60-year-olds that I partied with. It's more just like, I know how 60-year-olds behave, and you're doing this, so you're the coolest one. Same thing with 10-year-olds. I don't have to know a bunch of 10-year-olds to know that they're fucking annoying. And if there was one that was like really cool and good at basketball, I'd be like, you're a cool 10-year-old.
See, dude, every extra detail you add, like the fact that what would make you think he's cool is like, damn, he's good at basketball.
Yeah, like, yo, you are the fastest kid on the Little League team. You're fucking cool.
It is.
But also, if they say it, it's one thing. If we say it,
yeah.
no, don't diddle the kids. I'm not diddling. Like there's different people who can say it, but I think 40 is where you're not young anymore. Like you can be in your 30s and old, but you can be in your 30s and young.
Yeah.
You're in your 40s, you're old.
True.
You can be cool, but you're old.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the line to go up. I think down is pretty weird because it's also like, why like you're hurting the other 10-year-old's feelings.
I think once
if you're with a crew of, let's say you're a chaperone on a field trip or something. I don't know. I can't think of another time we were around a bunch of other kids. And you singled one out and you're like, you're the coolest 10-year-old here. That is fucking sociopath. You're sending 29 other kids home that day being like, Mom, I'm not cool.
It's just known. Right? It's like a parent with their kids. You know you got a favorite.
Yeah, totally.
You don't say it. You don't go, you're the cool 10-year-old. Like
I go back and forth. I really don't know if I can pick between my kids.
Really?
There have been times for sure where I was like this, but like right now, once everything's good and they're both like cool in their own way, I'm like, it's really a tie. But there has been times where I've like lied. You know? Like I love them both the same, and it's like, God, Keegan's killing me. But once you get past the bad parts, I think it might be hard to. I guess if you have two awesome kids, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you have one kid that sucks, I'll tell you. I'll tell you straight up. But either way, just avoid this. Don't do this. How about that?
Yeah, I think singling when you say specific ages.
Yeah.
You get
also, I think this is some that was some attempted mean girl shit. Like I'm 23 and you're 20. Like I'm above you.
Even in college, it's fine because you're all in college.
I feel like I would say that to like when I was a senior and like in a sorority, they were like.
That might be actually if you said you're like the coolest freshman.
Yeah,
that's different. It's the same,
different
but
than
it's
the
different.
age.
Yeah,
once you bring
it's
age,
like we're in classes, we're in groups, and these two groups don't usually mingle like the same way because we're older and young. But you're the coolest freshman is way different than you're the coolest 18-year-old. Now. That's probably what she was trying to say and just said it wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, KFC, Fights, Jackie, Pavs, what's going on? I just have a quick question for you guys.
Wait, pause real quick. Does this guy work for the Cowboys, or is he just matching the shirt and the hat? Because that's unbelievable.
I don't even think it's Cowboys.
Yeah, I think it looks like a little league team, or
even better.
I was listening to the podcast where you guys were talking about elbow arms, or having your hands cut off at your elbows, and I was just wondering, would there be wrists still? I've been pondering this for like 3 weeks now, and I just cannot get the hysterical image of there being wrists on the ends of an elbow arm that's cut off halfway. But yeah, just give me your thoughts on that.
The things that these goddamn weirdos think about.
I would say there'd be wrists. I was picturing wrists.
Yeah, because like I feel like a wrist is part of a hand. Like, I guess you would talk about, like, just that would be...
But no matter what, this part of your arm is going to be slimmer, so it's kind of a wrist.
It's more like having a cankle for your arms.
Yeah. Is there a hand attached to it?
I can't remember what this was. It was either your hand is just attached to your elbow, or your shoulder or something. What was it?
I think it was just this part of your arm.
Or it was one arm.
What? Yeah. Yeah, no, I pictured it like flippers. Like you were gonna have this on your elbow, but you could like move it around like
this. Yes, agreed.
If it was just like G.I. Joe, like your hands are stuck.
I think he's saying there's no hand at all. There's no wrist. There's no hand.
It's just a nub.
Yeah.
No. You gotta have some digits. You gotta have some hands. Yeah. But if you have a hand that can't move, that all you can do is just do this. That's not very useful. Or you can just play piano.
Yeah, I see. So you need the wrist.
Yeah, gotta have the wrist.
Yeah.
I mean,
no matter what, I'm not taking it.
Yeah, I also don't know what to tell you, man. This is a made-up hypothetical. You want wrists? You're gonna have wrists. You don't want wrists? You don't have to have wrists. It's not a real thing. All right, last one. What time of year is it, John?
Omaha Steaks time.
It's Omaha Steaks season. And that means Father's Day is almost coming. That's the way I realize. I don't think to myself, Father's Day is coming, I'm going to get Omaha Steaks. I get this, and I go, oh, that means Father's Day is coming. Omaha Steaks, it's twice a year. If it's cold out, it's the winter. It's for Christmas. And if it's warm out, I know it's for Father's Day. Omaha Steaks is a great gift for every dad. Rather than getting him some clothes that he's not really going to wear, or some trinket that he's like, oh great, I'll just throw this in the garbage. You can get him a cooler of Omaha Steaks and cuts, where you can get any combination of meat for him to grill and eat with endless flavor and endless variety. They give you endless value. Truly, they've perfected more than just the steak. We're talking pork chops. We're talking cutlets.
The bacon wrap fillets. Apple
caramel apple tarts.
Oh,
baby. And it starts at just $89 when you go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code KFC at checkout. It's promo code now. It used to be search KFC for all those years. Now it's a promo code. You can mix and match, and they have all sorts of prepackaged things, so you can just pick them and check out, or you can pick all these different cuts yourself. Different sides, different seasonings, different meats, all at Omaha. So, and all of their packages are backed by their unconditional money-back guarantee. Delivers in the box with the dry ice, so everything stays cool and fresh. And you can throw them in your freezer, keep them for up to months on end, or you can have yourself a big-ass barbecue for Father's Day and cook it all up. So show your dad the love he deserves with a gift as unforgettable as he is. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use promo code KFC at checkout for packages starting at just $89.
Good morning, KFC Radio, Jackie. I love you. I have a question for you all that stems from a realization I had about a year ago. And just to preface, I'm not normally a stupid person, okay? This might be a normal realization for someone who's generally a little thicker skulled. I don't think that of myself. Anyways, I'll cut right to it. I'm at the pool babysitting these kids. Swim team. They're doing all the strokes. Backstroke, freestyle, butterfly, front, whatever. I mean, I didn't do swim, so
the front stroke.
But they're doing freestyle, okay? And the coach is really correcting their style. He's really correcting their form. And I'm like, it's freestyle. They can do whatever they want. Stop correcting them. And then I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. I realized my whole life, I thought freestyle just meant jump in and do whatever you want.
It does.
I think it does.
It does. She's right.
It sounds like it, right? Freestyle, freestyle rapping, come up with the words as you go, come up with the pool motions as you go, dive in and get to the other end as fast as you can. Go.
That's it. She's right.
Which, if you think about it, also would be a really fun, probably the only fun, swim race stroke to watch. So I just thought that everyone kind of figured out the way that was, generally the fastest, and so that kind of just became freestyle. No, there's a specific stroke called freestyle. I didn't know that.
I don't think
until
there is.
I was sitting there and had to, put the pieces together in my head.
I mean,
so my question for you all is, what is something that you realized too late in life that everyone around you seemed to think was common sense, that when you heard it, you kind of sat there and your face got all hot and you're like, did everyone know this except me? Another example I have is a more common one. I thought the phrase "for all intents and purposes" was "for all intensive purposes."
Yeah, that's
another one. I thought the phrase "play it by year" "play it by ear" was "play it by year." So those aren't as bad, but the freestyle one's pretty bad. So yeah, let me know some examples you guys have of this. Love the podcast.
Yeah, no, she's right. It's it's freestyle, but you cannot do the other ones. You can't do breaststroke, butterfly, or backstroke.
So how's it freestyle? I thought freestyle was you could do whatever you want.
I think so.
It's real tough having a person call up and go, I might be really dumb, and then teach you something.
No. So I think it said it's called freestyle because it's where competitors are subject to only a few limited restrictions. So the other ones are you have to do this.
Right.
This one is you can't do these couple things, but anything else goes. So if you want to doggy paddle, you can do it. You want to swim all the way underwater, you can do it. But you can't do the other ones.
Okay.
Because those are part of, there's other, you know what I mean?
So it's freestyle within our rules.
With a little bit of,
So you can doggy paddle if you want. Well, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm going to race.
Well, I think...
why would I doggy paddle?
Well, that's the thing. It's just that this has proven to be the fastest way to swim. So everybody does it. But if somebody came along and was like, I swim like a dolphin underwater the whole time, and I'm faster than you, they could do that. It's not illegal. It's just that nobody can do that. The fastest way to swim is on top of the water with your arms going like this and your legs kicking.
Okay.
So she was right the whole time. She talked herself out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little lost.
Freestyle is not you move your arms like this and you kick your legs. Freestyle is you can do whatever you want, but the fastest way to do it is what we know as the freestyle.
Okay. Yeah.
So she was right, and I don't know, somebody talked her out of it.
Right. Okay.
Or
right. She was right. She was right.
Now she's running around thinking she's wrong.
Yeah.
Stick to your guns.
I think we both have our answers here. I think mine was probably Scarecrow, and yours was probably tortilla chips.
Big time. I had a new one like 2 days ago. This is going to sound... They're so stupid when you say them out loud. I never connected the phrase to the wrestling move rock bottom.
I don't know.
Like
never know that.
The rock bottom, his move is called the rock bottom.
Yeah.
But it's because people say like rock bottom is a term. You know what I mean? Like, you hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
I just was thinking of like The Rock does a move called the rock bottom, and I also say this phrase.
What a
here.
coincidence!
I literally it just like connected in my head. It's like, oh, you like hit rock bottom when he does the rock bottom. That was like 2 days ago.
I learned like way too late that Charles Barkley, I always think that he's a bank because I think that my friend and my brain confuses Charles Schwab and Barclays. And so then and to this day I have to like one time there was like a headline, it was like, I think it was like Post Malone or something was with Charles Barkley. It was some random celebrity, and I was like, okay, I guess he like banks with Charles Barkley. Why is that a headline?
It actually, I forgot about Barclays.
Barclays.
Yeah, there's Charles Schwab and Barclays. That's a whole mashup
to this
of
day,
banks.
I have to like, my brain wants to be like bank. I have to constantly be like the man.
I definitely have a couple more of those, but the other things she's talking about are more like, a lot of people out there think it's play it by year.
Yeah.
Because there's some logic behind like year to year things change. But these ones are like specific to us. Like, I mean, other people might here and there think it, but a lot of people think it's all intensive purposes.
Right.
And play it by year. 10 year and 10 year. Yeah, those are dumb people too. I mean, I have a million of those from back when I used to blog. The definitive list of stupid people on Twitter, I think I got up to like version 12.0.
Yeah.
I mean, those were back when we were seeing all those for the first time. It was like stunningly stupid and funny. Now it's like people are, they know all of them by now. But back then it was great. All right, that's it. We'll see you next week. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.